Hello and welcome to the Naxi Mentor. Let's talk about phillipscurve in detail. We have made a short video on it, but this is not going to help you in detail. So we must talk about it in detail. Let's see that when we see at history of economics, we see that in classical thoughts or in traditional thoughts, economists were mainly working on policy making or thinking about policy making while considering business cycle, macroeconomic stabilization, and then how business cycle work according to classicals and Keynesian approach. But nowadays, economists are focusing on economic statistics, and that is publicized economic statistics. And when we will be talking about phillipscurve, that is working on inflation and unemployment. That is a new concept, and inflation and unemployment move parallel, and these are two enablers. Inflation and unemployment data is available all over, so policymakers are mainly concerned with these two things, and this is the backbone of phillipscurve as well. Initially in 1958, an economist Phillips worked on unemployment and inflation, but he haven't worked mainly on we can say that it was nominal wage and unemployment, not inflation. But that data was for 79 years, and around all these 79 years, Britain economy showed that when the unemployment is high, high inflation is low, and when the unemployment is low, inflation is high. This is a trade-off between inflation and unemployment. That is Phillips curve. That American economy also came to the same conclusion during 1960s. For about, there is a difference of 2 years only, and they worked for data of 1960s 61 to 69, and according to US data, they also came to the same conclusion, such that when the unemployment is low, inflation is high, and when the unemployment is high, inflation is low. So we can say that for policy making, if we want to reduce unemployment, we have to face inflation. So that's not a big deal if it really works. But according to the data up to 1960s, it was working in both the economies. But later on, after 1970s to 2002, that theory haven't worked. So phillipscurve was not working over there. So economists tried to explore why it happened that it was working for 79 years, 79 years in Britain economy, and with the same statistics on USA economy, what have changed over with the passage of time. So the economists explored, and two new economists came into the market. They were Phelps and Friedman, and Phelps and Friedman utilized the same concept with inflation and unemployment, and they said that actually this curve was not working for working in the right direction, such that we should take expected prices and difference of expected prices and actual prices, and similarly we should take natural rate of unemployment, such that actual unemployment and expected unemployment, we should take the difference of these two as well, and then we have to plot it and come to the result. Initially they came to the same conclusion for inflation and unemployment. So for making this real phillipscurve that I have drawn over there, we must understand that it works on the basis of classicals. Now what classical says that there is a labor supply and a labor demand. Labor demand have been calculated from marginal product of labor, and where both these equilibrate each other, there is a natural rate of output, and for that natural rate of output, there is natural rate of employment and natural rate of unemployment. So according to this, theory, as it was consistent with the classical theory. Money supply, initially we keep it constant for drawing this, such that at point A, when the unemployment is 6, money supply was stable, prices were also stable. So when the money supply, growth rate of money supply increases from 3% to 5%, what happens? Money supply increases, aggregate demand. So when the aggregate demand increases, income increases, but that income is nominal income. Nominal increase in the nominal income will result in increase in employment and increase in productivity and output. So when the output increases, employment increases. How? The labor supply will increase, employees will demand more workers, and the worker will work for extra hour in order to have more nominal income. So they haven't forecasted for these actual income level or real income level, and they haven't forecasted the expected level with natural rate and natural rate of unemployment. So these two things, if kept constant, and they will not be expecting what will be prices in the future, what will be actual prices in the future, then the Phillips curve will be in that shape. So output increases, employment increases. Employment increases means unemployment will decrease from 6 to 4. Unemployment rate has been decreased from 6% to 4%. That means employment has increased. So when the unemployment has decreased, demand will increase, and later on the prices will increase, and when the prices will increase, inflation will increase from 0 to 4%. We can move from B to C point, working on the same scenario. Growth rate of money supply increases further. Let's suppose from 5 to 7% or 5 to 10%. Aggregate demand will increase, and nominal income will increase, output will increase, employment will increase, unemployment will reduce from 4 to 2%, and inflation will increase from 4 to 6%. This Phillips curve will be working in the short run because we haven't considered 3 other things, and these things are as the classical says, expected prices and actual prices are equal, and this is not going to work in the long run. And likewise, natural rate of unemployment and expected inflation and actual inflation. So when we will be relaxing these 3 assumptions, Phillips curve will change itself, and unemployment will remain at 6%, such that at the same point. So policy making would not be effective according to this Phillips curve, but it is still working because data shows it had work, and we can trade off between unemployment and inflation, and this is used as a policy according to Phillips curve statistics and Phillips curve theory. Thank you.